right here is our patented after alcohol aid, and you take 3 capsules with your last drink or as close to your last alcoholic beverage as possible, and it will support your liver and make you feel better the day after drinking alcohol. If you don't feel like you had half as many drinks the next morning when you wake up, we will give you a full refund, no questions asked. The question is why hasn't this been on the market longer? And this product right here is what it looks like in brick and mortar retail stores, and it's in over 30,000 brick and mortar retail locations, including Walgreens, CVS, Albertsons, Hy-Vee, Meijer, Wegmans, H-E-B, 7-Eleven, Circle K, and a whole lot more coming soon. It is the #1 product in its category on that website run by Jeff Bezos. It has over 7,500 4- and 5-star reviews, and we have sold over 40 million doses. The problem is we're just rapidly scaling, so if you haven't seen it yet, you're seeing it now. If you are somebody that drinks alcohol and you're a responsible adult and you care about your health, then you are a good fit for this product. And the reason is that this product actually reduces something called acetaldehyde exposure and GABA rebound. So when you drink alcohol, alcohol uses an enzyme called ADH, and it converts into something called acetaldehyde. Now, everyone thinks that alcohol is toxic, and it is true that alcohol is toxic, but it's very little toxic. It's actually toxic because in the human body, it converts into acetaldehyde, and this acetaldehyde is 20 times more toxic than alcohol is itself. And then your liver uses an enzyme called ALDH and then converts it into acetate, which is basically just non-toxic vinegar, and then you pee it out. The problem is that your liver can really only break down about 1 standard drink per hour. That's 14 grams of pure alcohol, which is defined as a 5% ABV 12-ounce beer, 5-ounce pour of 12% ABV wine, or a 1.5-ounce shot of 40% ABV liquor. So if you have something like a 10% IPA, that's 24 ounces, like a big boy, that's not 1 drink, that's 4 drinks. So you have to understand that if you're having more than 1 drink per hour, you're gonna have a toxic buildup of acetaldehyde, and this is gonna put stress on your liver and make you feel bad the next day. So if you take the amino acid called L-cysteine, L-cysteine will actually bind to acetaldehyde and form a non-toxic compound called MTCA, effectively neutralizing acetaldehyde. You can also take the flavonoid called dihydromycetitin, and dihydromycetitin will actually speed up ALDH activity, so you speed up the rate at which acetaldehyde converts into acetate. What this is going to do is, if you take it with or as close to your last alcoholic beverage as possible, which is going to be your peak blood acetaldehyde concentration, it's actually going to speed up the rate at which you clear this acetaldehyde out of your bloodstream, so you have less total acetaldehyde exposure. Now, of course, we know that alcohol also affects your brain. So when you drink alcohol, alcohol does not make you feel good because you're getting dehydrated. No, it makes you feel good because it's binding to specific receptors on your brain called GABA. And this makes you feel relaxed, carefree, and generally good. But unfortunately, what goes up must come down. So when alcohol leaves your bloodstream, alcohol is leaving these receptors, and these receptors go into a state of rebound. That then puts you on this roller coaster right here. So you basically feel good as your BAC is going up, but as your BAC starts declining, you feel bad. And when your BAC hits 0, that's typically when you're going to feel the peak negative effects, and you wake up and your heart's racing, right? And it's beating really hard, and you're dead tired, but you can't sleep. That's GABA rebound. But if you take the flavonoid dihydromycetitin, will not only speed up ALDH activity, but it's actually going to bind to these GABA receptors, satiate those receptors, and then buffer this rebound so that you sleep better and end up waking better the next day. This right here is our 1 dose. It's $5 a dose. This right here is our 3-pack, where it's $4 a dose. And this right here is our value pack, where you can find it on that website run by Jeff Bezos, or right here on TikTok Shop, where we have a deal going on, and it's typically the best price at less than $3 a dose.